Assalamualaikum and hi.
Hi.
So we are from group 1. Let's 2026. That's so bizarre. So today we are going to discuss about paranormal activity. So my name is Izzati. 1853730.
My name is Zhong Yang, metro number 181335.
My name is Cherry. Metro number is 181297.
My name is Nurul Haijah binti Ali. My metric number is 185366.
My name is Nur Amira. My metric number is 185840.
My name is Ko Jing. My metric number is 186510.
Hi, my name is Sayata Izzati. My metric number is 188451.
Hello, I'm Christina Izzati binti Zamari. My matrix number is 188953.
Hi, my name is Hasha Kamilia. My metric number is 187940.
Hi, my name is Hana Adira, metric number 186687.
And the last one is me. My name is Nur Zalika, and my metric number is 177898.
Alright.
Today we are going to talk about paranormal stories. Let's start with your story.
Okay, so we're going to start about my story. And my stories, both of our stories are very local, so I think most of us here can relate. So this story is about strange happenings in Gunung Jerai, and this story is from the Star Online. It was penned last year on the 3rd of April 2018. It's about Gunung Jerai in Kedah. Gunung Jerai in Kedah was once touted as a hermit kingdom. Seeking solitude to attain religious discipline and knowledge, hermits would head up to this mountain to meditate in tranquility. However, it is said that spirits that used to roam the mountain range freely without disturbance from mankind were angered by the intrusion. As a result, strange things happened here. Cries and screams of women were heard during the day. The beating of drums also echoed through the pin drop silence on this mountain at night. The laughter of women and some eerie noises were heard at midnight as well. This happened. I hear something. This happened in the early 1980s. According to the villagers I met, which is the author, Forest Reserve Warden Ahmad Yahya, who has served there for more than 35 years, knows about these strange incidents. Ahmad, then 55, related that campers told him about rabbits roaming around the area during twilight. When the campers tried to catch them, the creatures disappeared into thin air. He said when I met him in 1992. Yeah, that was a long time, right? Other odd incidents reported were the sound of footsteps, but when people who heard them turned around, there was no one. Ahmad remembers a 65-year-old man who meditated at Gunung Jerai for 3 weeks in search of something of value. He wanted to have supernatural powers so he could fight the evil spirits. A giant king cobra came face to face with him at his makeshift hut while he was meditating. It raised its head high as if about to strike. Suddenly its body dropped, then it slipped away. Ahmad said that on another occasion, a monster-sized python also appeared at the meditation site of this particular hermit.
There's a lot of animal sightings.
There's a lot of animal sightings.
And then there's an animal, and then they're gone. An animal comes and then they're gone.
I think it's because he wanted to challenge them. Spirits usually know if you come them to their place with intent.
So they appear in an animal form.
In an animal
But
form.
why snakes?
Because genes.
Snakes, is it? Like
Well, yeah.
But
A cobra.
every time they will turn into snake, right?
Yeah, and even in black magic, we use snakes and black cats. So I think that's
Like
why.
rats, like chicken, like
And
All black.
yeah, black is usually associated with evil and strange happenings.
So I was hoping that would
imagine being in a mountain alone, and then he was alone, and then suddenly he saw all these animals, and then they disappeared.
Is it at there for 3 weeks?
He was there for a couple of days.
Oh,
Think-
for meditate.
Yeah, to meditate, because Gunung Jerai is where people come to meditate, or in Malay we call betapa.
Where
So
is it for? Why he wants to meditate?
To fight against evil.
yeah, he
But
yeah,
sometimes they
supernatural powers.
go meditate for like seeking peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inner peace. Like,
There's villagers there. The villagers further said that they speculated that these snakes were hoping to get some special powers from orang betapa, which is the hermits.
So the snakes aren't really snakes.
Yeah, so the snakes came to him. This Ahmad said that on another occasion, a monster-sized python also appeared at the meditation site of this particular hermit. The snake called itself probably as a mark of respect. It bowed to the hermit. Then it left without harming him. There was no concrete answer provided as why these reptiles behave this way. So this is mostly the strange happening. You can hear people and footsteps, and actually there was nothing. Nothing concrete can be found. And this is at a mountain, at a gunung. So that's, to me, it could happen. It's pretty realistic. It's not like, ghostly, or I think the laughter of women, hearing that in a mountain at night is also pretty scary. You may not be scared when we're all together, but when when you're alone at night, you'll think about it.
terrified.
Okay, so now
So we're gonna proceed to Hasha's
this
story.
is my story. Okay. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the support. Okay. If you guys remember, I think locals know about Pudu Jail.
Yeah.
So it was demolished in 2009, but before 2009, there were many stories about Pudu Jail. So I will start. Pudu Jail was built during the British colonial days and used as a prisoner of war camp under the Japanese. It would grow to house 2,000 prisoners, notably the armed robber Botachi, who murdered a lot of people, and who was executed in June 1981. So Botachi was executed in 1981. Screams could be heard coming from execution chambers even when there is no one inside. Some areas are far colder than others. One of the famous stories related to Pudu Jail is the Headless Woman. There's a backstory to this Headless Woman ghost. The story behind that was that in the years before, there was a woman on death row. She was afraid of being hung, so she decided to commit suicide by slitting her throat. She didn't die, in fact, she didn't die.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
The guards managed to save her. She then spent the next days or weeks recovering from her injury. However, before the cut on her neck could fully heal, her time was up. The date of her execution had come. They brought her to the gallows and hung her by the neck. Because the deep wound on the neck hadn't fully healed, as she hung by her head, the neck tore apart as the head detached from the body. It was the most gruesome execution the prison had ever seen. Since then, she roamed the prison grounds and haunts all the guards that had kept her captive and were responsible for her suffering. So when Pudu Jail was still around before the demolition, she would haunt everybody, the prisoners, the guards, everyone would be terrified. So this is the famous,
This is the real story.
famous Headless Woman ghost. And
You said Mona Lisa in...
no, Mona Fandi was
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa,
Yeah.
It's okay.
That is the story about the Headless ghost.
Why they so cool doing something like
She tried to commit suicide because she didn't want to be killed by the
somehow,
government.
but somehow she has to do it.
Yeah, she has to go through it because she was responsible for
Did she
crime.
die? Wait, did she die when she slit her throat?
She didn't die when she slit her throat. Slit her throat. By what? I don't know. By some knife, some mirror, pieces of glass. She tried to kill herself, but then she didn't die in time. The gallows killed her instead.
No such sucker inside.
Can you imagine dying with your head with your body?
It's funny. It's funny that we're talking about paranormal activities, and I'm here being skeptical.
You're always skeptical.
Well, I mean, she slit her throat. Then when she got hung, then suddenly her head fell off. She slit her throat. It's not like she slit her whole throat. Or maybe she like did the whole thing. Like, boom.
I don't know how she slit her throat, but I guess prisoners. Have you guys gone to prison? Anyone? Nobody, right?
But
So the thing is, guards, they were always around. They just look once in a while. But when they see something weird that's happening, they would try to save the prisoner.
Yeah.
So that's why she didn't die in time. But after a few weeks, she would die anyway. So what's the point?
I think what's scarier is that I also heard a story like that, but this version is more realistic, because when you hang the person, the whole body dies, right? And then the mouth is open, and then the tongue. This is what I heard. The tongue rolls out, and then the ghost would look like that. The tongue would be rolled out, because your tongue is actually longer than it's supposed to be. So when you hang it, the tongue goes out. And then there's been sightings like that. Like,
I would like to see that.
that's scary. I think like a headless ghost would be like,
So you prefer the realistic version? Still a dead person, a ghost,
that person. But if I were to make a horror story, I would make that version.
Okay, since it's more realistic.
But Pudu have many kind of version.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ghost version.
Because there's a lot of executions that happen there.
The one Malay film that's Dukul. Itu
Oh.
photoshoot dia, right?
Oh, we're actually
Yeah.
going to
We
talk
are
about
actually
it.
going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
next story. Okay. So you guys know Mona Fandi? Have you guys watched the movie?
Yes.
How was it? Was it good? I watched it.
Quite disgusting.
Do you
Yes.
guys
She
know
licked
Mona Fandi?
the
Our
wall.
friends from China do not know Mona Fandi.
Okay, I shall tell you who was Mona
Fendi.
So,
Legend.
so her real name was
Oh, she's
Masna.
interested.
Masna Ismail. You're interested?
Yeah, she's doing like this.
Okay. Her real name was Masna Ismail, but her stage name was Mona Fandi, because initially she was a singer, but because she couldn't sing well, she diverted to shaman. She became a shaman, witch. She cast spells, witch. So the thing is, there was this politician who asked help from her. He wanted to be powerful, invincible, meaning so powerful not even a human being could kill him. But the thing is, when he seek help from Mona Fandi, her husband and their helper, he got killed. This politician, his name was Mazlan. What was his name? Mazlan. Our teacher is Okay, this victim's name was Datuk Mazlan Idris. So he seek help from Mona Fandi, but instead of getting help, he got himself killed, and his body was severed into 18 parts. Can you imagine getting
Cut off.
into 18 parts?
So much work.
Yes. Oh God.
The thing is, he was promised of invisibility, of power, of anything a human being could possibly imagine. Yeah, but with that comes with a price. So Mona Fandi asked about for 2 million ringgit Malaysia. During that time, it was in 1993. It was a huge lot. It was a lot of money. Right now, it's still a lot of money. Can you imagine 20 years back? It's a lot of money. So the politician withdraw 500,000 ringgit Malaysia and gave all of his money and his lands, acres of lands to Mona Fandi. And after that, he went to Mona Fandi's house, and Mona Fandi said, "Okay, close your eyes and wait for the money to fall from the sky." Meaning, if money falls from the sky, it would be invisible and powerful. But money didn't come from the sky, didn't fall from the sky. What he got was an axe to his head. He died instantly. And then after that, his body was cut into pieces. Mona Fandi and her husband and their helper buried the parts in their house. By the way, in the storeroom under the ground, and then they cement the floor. The thing is, after that, the police caught her, and before the police caught her, she spent all that money on a facelift, a surgery, a facelift. She bought a Mercedes Benz, and she bought a lot of things, but notably the Mercedes Benz and the facelift. So when she was in jail, before she got educated, people said she could walk through walls.
She got executed. You know what she said?
Yeah, what did she say?
Aku tak akan mati.
Yes.
Oh, meaning I will
Not
never
die.
A spirit will haunt the places.
She said, I will never die before
She said,
she got hung.
She will
And
never
then
die.
after that, there were still sightings of her everywhere. And she was hanged and placed in Penjara Kajang.
Near your house, by the way. She lives in Kajang.
Yes,
and
I'm
Penjara
from Kajang. That's why I know so much about Mona Fandi, because we live near her, really near to her. And our friends live in the quarters, the police quarters in Kajang, and they say like they see her in the rooms, they see her outside, and then my friend would say saw her once inside her room, I think, and then she was smiling, of course, and then my friend went out and called her mom like, "Mama, Mona Fandi is inside the room."
Oh shit.
Mama,
I mean, wow.
They called her something, I forgot. But there's two versions of Mona Fandi. People say she was nice and she was pious.
Some people say she prayed 5 times a day before the warden said that. Said she was really nice. But who in their right mind would smile the whole trial saying, "I'm so nice, I even kill people."
And why would you say that I will not die?
Yeah, that is the scariest part.
And then they said that she really didn't die. There were so many sightings of her. There were so many ghosts of her roaming around. And especially being from Kajang and so near to the quarters, they said that they saw her a lot. Then we started getting scared.
You guys should watch Dukul.
What? I've never seen Mona Fandi, and I hope to never see her.
Yeah. I don't want to see her ever. I don't want to see her. Looking at her pictures online, it scared me to death already. Yeah. Next story.
Okay, I think we should have saved Mona Fandi for last.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Okay.
Where?
But this one is from the Hungry Ghost Festival in Chinese culture. In the Chinese lunar month, there will be the Hungry Ghost month. And yes, this is stories from last year's Hungry Ghost 2018. During August 11 to September 9, it was Hungry Ghost month. Hungry Ghost month. During this period, it's a common sight there will be offerings in the roadside like food, candles, joss sticks, and it's for the wandering spirits, right?
Wandering spirit.
Wandering spirits.
Wandering,
Because during Hungry Ghost month, I'm looking at them because I'm
Is this right? Is this right? Is this right?
During,
This is the Chinese belief, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. I mean,
And during Hungry Ghost Month, the ghosts and spirits from the dead would roam around
and eat
because
the food.
and eat the food. And usually the offerings are to respect them, right? To give food to them, so they would not.
What? They would not harm you.
They will not harm you because
They look confused.
In Malaysia?
yeah in Malaysia also you don't see there would be oranges. Yeah,
Where?
that's during Hungry Ghost Month.
I've never seen it. I only
Well,
see
I
it on
think-
the small temple that they have.
Maybe because you don't live in a like Chinese concentrated area. I mean, in Ampang I saw it a lot, and especially the incense.
I live
and
in
the
Shah
food.
Alam.
So is it
A
like
lot of
Malay?
we have more Kelantanese than we have Chinese. That's true. You guys don't have
Is it the same in China?
Is it the same in China?
No. I think in China for the hungry ghost.
Hungry ghost.
Yeah, because we offer the food for our
Ancestors.
Yeah. Yeah. But like my grandfather passed away, and on some specific days we burn some money, the fake money.
Oh, fake money for
him. Yeah.
Oh, you guys have to burn it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Maybe some house.
If
Fake
the
house,
if
yeah.
the real money, how?
You can send
And
your money.
too many.
That's like you said fake house. There's also like fake cars as well.
yeah.
It's made by paper.
Why?
We trust that he will receive it.
Oh, you will use it. You will
You
use
use
it.
this in afterlife.
Yeah. So the money is the currency in our
Yeah.
life. You can send Chinese renminbi.
But it's fake.
Wait, no.
No one wants to
Real money, boy.
What I want to know what your elderly advise you what not to do during the month. Like here it says that Chinese elders advise the young not to offend the spirits of the netherworld, which will be set free to roam the earth for a month. And everyone is advised not to stay out too late.
So if you stay out too late and if you say, you're a ghost, you fat ghost. So if the ghost
They
is
will be
offended,
offended with you.
then what will happen to you? They will eat you, catch you, get you into the afterlife. What happened?
I'm not sure. You can ask them. Okay.
What happened? What happened?
Do you stay out? Do you believe in it? Do you believe?
Or maybe because they believe that the spirit has a good and a bad ghost. Right.
When you see a ghost, you think it's a good or bad?
You just want to run away.
Oh, yeah.
If you see the ghost of your grandfather, do you think it's good or bad, or would you just run away?
Real question.
Yeah.
If I see him,
In a dream.
if he's in my dream, it's okay.
That's
But,
it.
Don't be naughty.
yeah.
What would you do? Right?
Run away.
You can say hi and go.
What about Bibi?
Never imagine I could say.
Do you believe in hungry ghosts? What about your family?
I think it's not believed that, but with the hungry ghost month, I also will not stay outside too late because I will imagine there are many ghosts.
Get you.
That's what I want to hear. So this one I think is the most scariest because it's what Malaysian experience a lot. But this one is during the Hungry Ghost Month. This photographer, Yop, 48, had a ghostly encounter in 1995. He was riding his motorcycle home from Petaling Jaya to Taman Sri Gombak in Kuala Lumpur after the graveyard shift. It was 2 a.m. and drizzling when he drove past a deserted stretch with big and shady trees in Sentul. I saw a long-haired girl dressed in white sitting on the highway guardrail with her head facing to the ground. I stopped my bike to find out what she was doing at such an ungodly hour. Why would he stop his bike?
He's stupid, that's why.
Why?
He's
If you see a
curious.
ghost, you just leave, bro. You just
He's
leave.
curious.
It's like, me, how are you doing? Hey girl, it's 2 a.m. What are you doing? What's up?
But she's pressing down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Stupidest man alive. If he still is alive. Okay, go on.
Suddenly, she lifted her head up. I freaked out and sped off. The girl's face was horrific, corpse-like with bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. As expected, what do you expect? It's 2 a.m. Bro.
He said I had a fever for 3 days. My neck, hands, and
Serve him right.
yeah. My neck, hands, and thighs had long scratches as if
Oh,
someone
God.
had clawed me.
She followed her home.
Yeah.
She followed him home.
I bet he did.
Oh, that's right.
I bet she did. 3 weeks later, he spoke to some people at a kanduri at a feast near the vicinity where he had seen the ghost. Residents told me that many people had seen the ghost of the girl, a hit-and-run victim who was waiting for her boyfriend. Have you guys had any experiences?
Actually, when you are sleeping and you want to wake up, you cannot.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
You have that? Is it ghost?
Not but never see the ghost, but
You cannot.
just cannot wake up. It's called a ghost day.
But how you move? Like 15 minutes after or?
Yeah. When the ghost day.
When the ghost I think also the conclusion is, even though ghosts are scary, humans are scary.
Yes. Okay, see you next time.
No need to pick one.
Oh yeah, the
From the
next
fourth
pair.
The best story.
The best story.
Oh, the best story. Which story? Which story?
I think it's monotony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best story